Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's vlog. So this week, a couple things have happened. We've met with the architect a couple times at the house. I think after our candid conversation that we had recently, progress is maybe getting back on track, fingers crossed. So this week they have been focused on prepping the walls, scraping them, patching holes. They've kind of started the first coat of paint upstairs. They've also started the pool, which is huge progress. So they were working on the walls, and we'll show you that they've done the floor, or they're working on the floor. And then we also have some questions about the kitchen. We've been kind of having conversations with the architect and about what to do in the kitchen. And so we're going to talk about that this week as well. And let's see, am I missing anything else? One additional thing, we met the architect over here. He said he wanted to meet us in person because he had to tell us the news that the carpentry, so you'll remember we had wood closets in all of our doors, were getting refurbished by a carpenter. And he informed us that that has now been delayed until mid-June. So it's kind of a rather unfortunate delay, but it's to be expected. And so just kind of goes with the theme of the progress so far. So come along as we show you the updates this week.
Okay, so we're in the kitchen. Actually, not a ton has changed in here since the last video, but we have kind of had more questions about what we want to do. Right now, so this surface and the front of this is going to get clad in granite. And then these shelves are going to be 12 inches deep, and they're going to be covered in white cement. And this currently, the backsplash, is spec'd to have a 4-inch granite strip, to keep splashes off the wall. But that's a look that we don't love, and so we're debating on whether or not we should get an additional slab of granite and come all the way up to the bottom of the shelf, or if we should tile this. If you have an opinion, let us know. One complication about us deciding maybe late is that these receptacles are all set to be flush with an unclad wall. So tile or granite might require a little adjustment, but probably not too bad. I know they can do that in the US, they can do it here. And these shelves are not going to be as deep as these forms make them look. They're not going to come out that far. They're probably going to be, 3/4 of the depth of this lower form. And then, so you can see there are vertical supports here and here and here, but another question is, do we want to put another vertical support maybe here? Because we're thinking about filling this with drawers with wooden fronts, and then maybe we want to put drawers with wooden fronts here, and maybe equal size. And then, so we have this space that'll be open, and so maybe we want to put a concrete support like this coming down from here, and that would effectively close off the sink cabinet from the rest of the cabinetry over here, but it's going to kind of leave us a dead corner back there that's a little bit hard to access. The other option would be to put a down here and do big drawers over here and leave this all open, and then just do doors on this. But if we do that, then this door will swing open into the hardware for the drawers. So I'm not sure. Unfortunately, our architect, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's about a 2 or 3 on creativity, and he kind of bounces everything back to us and just says, like, what do you think we should do? And that wasn't what we were expecting, but the word architect means different things in different places, and he's really more of a general contractor and doesn't have a lot of creative input. And then, so if we do this backsplash in either tile or granite, we can swing that around here behind the sink. And then I guess, do we just end it at the bottom of the lower shelf and have just like sort of nothing at the top, just a finished edge on it? Or do we put a very, maybe like a 4 to 6 inch deep shelf across this, which could maybe like have artwork sitting on it? We don't know. It's just to finish off the backsplash area. All assuming we don't do the 4-inch strip along the back. We did allow the sink spacing, the depth of the counter, and the faucet spacing do allow for us to have 4 inches or like a 3/4 inch thick backsplash on here. So that's an option. So let us know what you think.
All right, hey everyone. Now we're in the front yard, and over here you can see here's the pool. This week they have been working on doing the wall of the pool, and they've got the rebar in for the floor of the pool. So hopefully that'll go in this week. It has been extremely hot here, well over 100 for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So this is the hottest month of the year. And as you can see, we're drenched in sweat. And the guys were out here working all day long in the sun, and you know, I could just admire their work ethic because that was extremely hot. But back here in the front yard, behind me is the mamposteria wall, and on top of it, it was open to the wall behind it, and they've capped the top of that. So they've capped it here, and then right here is where the outdoor shower is going to be. So they're going to continue this mamposteria wall up and over in an arch feature where the shower head will come out. And where I'm standing will be a concrete pad with a walkway that leads you back into the pool area. The rest of this will be gravel and landscaped because this is the only area that you can kind of do that in because there's pipes and the septic is here. But then where Jeffrey is standing and over will be concrete to where you can have a chase lounge or some kind of sitting area set up. And that's where the cistern and the well to fill the pool are located.
This is going to be our house water. Looks kind of nasty right now.
A little swampy.
Yeah.
And then this wall will be taken up another 3 feet to give just a little bit more privacy.
Yeah, so standing here, once that's up, you won't really see either of the houses across the street. Which is kind of nice. Then maybe we'll plant some kind of ivy on that wall to make it a green wall.
So that's the kind of the biggest update here in the front yard. And they have been prepping the walls down here as well, but you can't really see it. It's mostly been upstairs. So it's pretty much the update. Hopefully the pool will be finished this week.
Okay, so that's about it for this week. The things coming up, windows, I think we're getting close on those. And so they need to remove the old windows and prep all the ironwork. And you can see right here on this window, that's the old ironwork, and that's staying in place. And it is cemented into the wall. So they need to take out those old windows, sand that, scrape it, whatever they need to do, and paint it before the new windows get here. And we decided to go black with all the ironwork. We had picked Urbane Bronze by Sherwin-Williams, but we thought maybe it was gonna look super brown against the black aluminum framed windows. So other things that'll happen this week are hopefully continued progress on the painting. Some of the prep work so far looks a little rough, so we're gonna follow up with the builder on that, or the architect. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.